let's start with Jaylen Brown because he scores 35 points in this game, 20 field goal attempts, so a pretty efficient game for him. Good shot profile. He was taking a mix of threes, mid-ranges, layups, right? He was taking open threes, corner threes specifically, and knocking those down at key moments in the game. But I thought he looked great at getting to the basket instead of settling for that turnaround, fadeaway mid-range shot, which, he makes at a good percentage, but they're just tough shots to make for anyone in this league besides Kevin Durant, it seems like. And so it's nice to see him take the easier shot when he's getting the opportunity. And now he's not getting the opportunity a lot because, players are staying in on him and not, opening up to shooters because guys like Derek White, Jordan Walsh haven't been knocking them down. And so there's no need to be out there guarding them. But on a night like this where it wasn't Derek White, but it was Anfernee Simons, it was Josh Minott from the corner, they were knocking down shots, and so Jaylen Brown had space to operate in the paint. He also had 8 assists in this game. Right? We're looking for Jaylen Brown to get his assists up. And I think part of the problem is guys are just not making shots. And so, I don't know his exact numbers, but I bet if you go and look at his potential assists, they'll probably be up more around, 7 maybe, 8. He's only getting, 4.5 assists per game average because guys are just not knocking down shots. But there are some things Jaylen Brown can do to get guys open. He needs to drive into the paint and kick it out to shooters. What's happening a lot is, and it's always been the case with Celtics basketball, is one guy drives, it gets kicked to a corner, and then it swings around the perimeter. And so the guy that created the open shot initially isn't the one getting credited for the assist. That's going to continue to be the case because actually if, Jaylen Brown's getting that second assist, as they say in hockey, right, the assist to the shot, Jaylen Brown's still making plays for others, and the Celtics are playing well if that's happening. So you have to look into that, but at the same time, Jaylen Brown does need to work on finding open guys when they are open and not holding on to the ball too much. And it's getting better for sure. And I know, he struggles with I'm not going to say confidence in other guys, but it seems like in some of these games, Jaylen Brown just says, what, guys don't have it. I'm just going to do it myself. And, he scores, but at the same time, you probably get a better shot from him kicking it out, given that they make those shots. Now, if they don't make the shots, Jaylen Brown is better off going for it. But I think in most of these games, even, Derek White missing shots, I'd still continue to kick it out to him because it just seems like at any one of these times he's going to, get back out of his slump. He's going to find a way to knock down some shots, some big shots in the fourth quarter, especially in some of these close games that you're playing. So I would like to see Jaylen Brown continue to kick it out to guys like Derek White, Jordan Walsh, Josh Minott, instead of in these fourth quarters trying to do it all himself. And he's had to because guys haven't made shots. But maybe one of these days guys will make shots. So I would like to see Jaylen Brown continue to have trust in his plays, in his players, in his teammates. But in this game, Jaylen Brown did a great job of getting into the paint, attacking the Magic's second-tier defenders. Right? They didn't have Paul Banchero. They didn't have Jalen Suggs for that fourth quarter, especially. Franz Wagner went out with some sort of injury. I think it was his shoulder maybe that he had bothered. So overall, a great game for Jaylen Brown.